CSR.
Good morning.
Morning. So for the benefit of Meraki, I want the CSF members to quickly introduce themselves. Just a name is sufficient. I think most of you have taken some role and the TMOD will introduce you appropriately. But just start with, we'll have our names.
Saro Vishrajan.
Distinguished Toastmaster sir.
Sai Chandra.
Venkatesh.
Vignesh SM.
Arumugam.
Prasanna.
Vignesh Deva.
Anirudh.
Karthik Mohandas.
So with the sound of gavel, please go ahead.
Narasimha Raju.
Gopinath.
Satish Kumar.
With the sound of the gavel, I declare meeting number 243 of Meraki as well as meeting number 668 of Chennai Speakers Forum. This is the first joint meeting for this term for Meraki, and I welcome you all for this wonderful meeting. How many of you heard about TED Talks? I think most of you, right? So whether you like it or not, the moment you open YouTube, lot of TED videos used to come. And TED Talk has got, like Toastmasters, they have a specific timeline, and even you are supposed to stand in a particular podium, in the spotlight, and a lot of do's and don'ts are there. So more than all that, so in fact more than what we call as a body language, vocal variety kind of stuff, one thing is vital for TED speakers, that is your credibility, what you have achieved. That is matter. Even you may not be an articulate speaker, but what you have done in the past and what experience you want to share with the audience. So that is very important. So today in this world, we have a lot of subject matter experts and the people who have achieved, but they are unable to speak in front of audience. The reason is the fear of communication skills. So not only today, not only where we have mother tongue Hindi, Tamil and several other languages, even in US where the official language was English, even 100 years back people were struggling to make a coherent speech. So that is when Dr. Rolf C. Smedley started this wonderful movement called Toastmasters almost 100 years back. Probably right now we are 101st year. So he felt that even for a simple ceremony of raising a toast where the master of ceremony is supposed to speak for 1 or 2 minutes, people are struggling. So that is the reason he tried to come out with a kind of syllabus, and then he also struggled to launch it. He almost took 10 years to do that, and finally in 1924 he launched this wonderful movement. And this wonderful movement is prevalent in more than 150 countries, and throughout the world more than 3.5 lakh clubs are there, and we are all part of this wonderful movement, and we have an hierarchy. So that is the context of Toastmasters, and many of you may be knowing all this, but as a president normally I reiterate so that this goes into your subconscious mind. And in a Toastmaster meeting, we have a person who conducts the role of the MC. So he is called the Toastmaster of the day, and members turn every week or every fortnight, and then they take up the role. So they don't come and deliver, they do a lot of homework in coming out with the theme and taking the intro from members and role players, and then try to, the sole objective is to make the meeting interesting and entertaining. So today to perform the role, so we have a wonderful person. He is right now working for a renewable energy company, and very recently he has got a fantastic award from his corporate, and he was awarded by his CEO. And he is always a person who always feels that lifelong learning is important. So I have personally seen his Toastmaster journey as well as professional journey, and he has been the past president and a charter member of Meraki, and he has held several positions in the district, starting with area governor, division governor, and then district roles like district finance manager, etc. Please put your hands to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Satish Kumar Subramaniam.
Thank you so much, Sundar Raman, and welcome Mirakilis and CSF club members for this wonderful morning meeting of Meraki and the joint meeting. So the theme for today's meeting is law of success. Have you ever wondered why some people are always successful even though they have the same skill sets, same opportunities and same resources? I don't think it is by a sheer or a mere luck. Like how physics evolves with all the theories and logics, the same way success also has certain laws. So today in this meeting of Meraki and CSF joint meeting, I'll take you through those such 5 laws which can lead us to a success. So before we dive into this law of success as a theme for the meeting today, I would like to inform you the agenda or any changes in the agenda. So we have the general evaluator present. Okay, and we have the timer, is Hemalata present, and our counter Venkatesh and Primary and Gopinath. Okay, great. So we don't have any change of role players. The agenda what you got finally is the final one. So make a refer to this agenda for your meeting. So the first law, I would start with the law of vision. For any club, for any individual, setting what we want to achieve makes the biggest clarity. Say for example, when you talk about Meraki, for example, about 8-9 years back, when the group of people, bunch of people decided we need to have something beyond what we do on a regular club meeting. So the vision was very clear. How do we do that? There has to be a club to do that, and we should meet often. It has to increase the interest level. Over a period of time, not only setting a vision, the vision has to have connect with the changes in the environment. Few years back, we decided there are a lot of people who wanted to be a member, but they were not a member earlier, which doesn't suit the criteria. So we made a little change in that, and we allowed the new members also to be a member of Meraki. So the vision was, I would say, recalibrated. So the law of vision, which is the prime most success factor, and that's a law number 1 for law of success. With this first law, I would like to call upon our general evaluator for today's meeting, which is Aruna. She is a data analyst intern working for a Crayon Data, a fintech startup. And everybody, I asked all the role players today, one thing which you do, making your life a success. So one thing she is following is about practicing self-awareness, taking few minutes to reflect on her actions, words, also her mindset. It helps her to be aware and grow a little every single day. With this, let's welcome the general evaluator for today's meeting, Aruna. Over to you.
Very good morning to all. Our theme today explores an interesting idea that success is not random. Just like the universe explores through law of gravitation and motion, success also follows an invisible principle. So, one such powerful law of growth is feedback. How many basketball players are here today? And how many of you know Michael Jordan? Basketball.
Michael Jordan, yes.
Michael Jordan. Everyone knows, right? Mostly everyone knows. He's a global legend. 5-time NBA championship and 6-time NBA championship and 5-time MVP award. What we know. So Michael Jordan was once rejected in a high school team, basketball team, but that rejection didn't stop him. He took that feedback from his coach and he relentlessly worked hard, practiced daily to improve his skill and refining his skills. Just like him, just like our athletes improve because of feedback, we in Toastmasters provide feedback for each of us speak to grow as a better speaker. In Toastmasters, improvement happens through awareness, observation, and constructive feedback, and that is where our tag team plays an important role. The tag stands for timer, our counter, and grenade. They are the silent observers of a meeting who help us become more mindful and effective communicators. First, the timer, who represents the law of discipline. Success in any field requires respecting time. Our timer ensures every role player and speaker stays within the allocated time. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Hemalata, who is a project manager by profession. Recently, she has been on a journey on reinventing herself and Toastmaster in one such place.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
For any speech, there are 2 important things. Speech should have a good message and the timing. Timing is very important. You should also be able to complete the speech within the timing. So my responsibility is to monitor all the speakers and I'll be noting down the time. Green, I'll be showing when you reach the minimum level, and yellow when you are towards the end, and red, I'll be showing when you are reach the maximum level. So I'll also be sharing the timer report when our general evaluator calls upon. Over to you.
Thank you, everyone. Next, our counter, who represents the law of awareness. They listen carefully for filler words helping us become more confident and polished speakers. I invite our counter, Toastmaster Venkatesh, who works in a marketing firm. He recently joined Toastmasters and is actively taking part in meetings.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
As the counter of today's meeting, I'll be noting down the filler words, prolonged pauses and repetitive words and unnecessary conjunctions like so, but, I like, I mean, and you know. And used by the speakers. At the end of the meeting, I'll present my R-Counters report when called upon our general evaluator. Thank you. Over to you.
And finally, the grammarian, who represents the law of effective expression. They observe the language used during the meeting to enrich our vocabulary. I would like to welcome our grammarian, Toastmaster Gopinath.
Very good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. So today I will be playing the role of a grammarian. As a grammarian, my duty is to introduce the word of the day, which is perseverance. I believe it coincides with the word, with the theme of the day, law of success. Perseverance is nothing but to continue to make a determined effort despite difficulties. A simple usage will be, we as Toastmasters, we continue as Toastmasters because of the habit of perseverance which we have within us. Continue to use the word whenever there is an opportunity for you. It's a very simple word, perseverance, keep it in mind. I'll be noting down and giving my report at the end of the day before when the general evaluator calls me.
And that's it. Our tag team explained their roles and responsibilities. As a general evaluator, I will share my general evaluation report at the end of the meet. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator and our road team of tag role players. Let me dive into the first segment of a meeting. Every Toastmaster meeting in Meraki normally has 4 segments, which you used to have a management book review. Being this joint meeting today with the back agenda, we skipped it for today, and we have the remaining 3 segments, which is prepare speech segment, second one the table topics, and the third one is evaluation segment. So going by the law of vision, I would like to start with the law of consistency, which goes very well with what this next 4 speakers are going to come and present. So the success in this forum of Toastmasters is not by one big action. It is more about a tiny improvement. It happens meeting after meeting, speech after speeches, practice after practice. So law of consistency is something which goes very well with this segment called prepare speech segment. To do this first speaker, I would request the evaluator to please read out the objectives before I move ahead with the speaker introduction. Toastmaster Manoj.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and good morning all. My target speaker is attempting his level 1 project 4 in the pathway motivational strategies. The project name is evaluation and feedback, and he's delivering his first speech. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive a feedback from the evaluator. All the best to my target speaker. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Evaluator Vignesh. Sundararaman, he is our current serving club president and also a 2 times president of Medley Toastmasters Club, the other community club based in Adaya, and also a avid learner, and he served as the area governor when it was about District 82. Also a creative person, and come what may, he will be the first person standing here, whether it is a contest or an event or any club meeting. When I asked him about a discipline which he follows every day, making him moving forward, so he said curiosity leads to his success. That's how he named his company, which is Jignasia. Jignasia is a curiosity and Yashika is a success. So that's how their company of Jignashika has came into place. That is what he meant about the theme. And I would like to welcome our speaker number 1, Sundararaman Chintamani. remove everything that was not David. Remove everything that was not David. Sundara Raman Chintamani.
So how many of you have come across this picture in the internet? This picture? Yeah. Any idea about the name of this particular sculpture? Michelangelo. Michelangelo is the sculptor. The name of this particular character is called David. So David is a biblical character, so which was sculpted by the popular sculptor called Michelangelo. So actually, this all happened in 1501, and he took almost 3 years, and finally he completed this particular statue called Statue of David in 1504. So it is actually erected in a city called the city of Florence in Italy. So the moment that this particular sculpture was put on pedestal, then so many people started visiting that particular museum or particular place. So in fact, one of the celebrity who came there and made an inquiry to this sculpture called Michelangelo, how did you do this statue? Then Pat came from there, this reply. This immediate reply from Michelangelo was, I removed everything that was not David. I removed everything that was not David. So I think metaphorically he conveyed so many things to all of us, and probably by this time you would have understood what he meant. See, he was able to see already, statue of David was already in the marble block, but mentally he could see what are all not part of David, and that is what he tried to remove. So in fact, this concept has been told by many mentors and gurus. So they don't teach you new things. They only help you to remove all unwanted stuff. So my wife, Jayanti, who is also part of Toastmasters, started learning Bharatanatyam from the age of 3, and then up to 25 years she learned from different gurus. But finally she landed up with a legendary guru called Padmashri Chitra Vishweshan. She said that I need to take more time to train you so that you can join in the other group members. She was wondering, I have learned almost for 2 decades. She said that you are the most difficult person to correct. So probably the others I can start from scratch easily, but here probably you would have learned a lot of mistakes. I need to correct all the mistakes. And every class she never taught any new things, but she tried to correct all the postures, all the facial abhinayams or jatis. So every class there was a learning of unlearning or removing the defects. And then finally she started mingling with the crowd, and she started traveling across different parts of India as well as abroad. So any guru will try to do that. And at this point of time I am also reminded of another Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, Aditya Maheshwaran. I think Saro can very well resonate with because they were all part of Chennai Toastmasters Club. And at one point of time, distinguished Toastmaster Aditya Maheshwaran was president. So while he was the president, he gave one standing instruction to the ex-com. So this ex-com was that we need to have a proper document for. So those days, people used to jot down all the tag role players, general evaluators. They used to write down in papers, and then people take it very they take it for granted. But he tried to bring out in the form of a book, and he says that any observation made by general evaluator, the areas for improvement should not get repeated in the next meeting. So that was one single message, and he ensured that none of the mistakes or none of the areas for improvement pointed out by the general evaluator will never get repeated in the next meeting. So within 3 to 4 months, they were able to remove all the flaws, and that's how they were able to improve the quality of the meeting. So coming back to delivering a speech, so again I am reminded of yet another world champion. Have you heard about this person called Darren Lacroix? I think many of the old Toastmasters would remember. He was the world champion for 2021, I guess. And he was here in Chennai. So at the time he shared one tip. So he is from USA, and USA, many clubs like Meraki, they used to start at 7 a.m. Some clubs have timing at 7 a.m., some clubs at 9 a.m. So normally whenever he prepares a script, what he used to do was, he will prepare a script and go and deliver. As you all know, so the moment you become member, if there is a speech slot, you can always go and speak in another clubs. So he will go and deliver the speech at 7 a.m. in a club, and he takes the speech evaluation tips, and quickly he will go home and then revise it, and then he will go and deliver it in another club at 10 a.m. Right? So again, he will take further feedback. So right now I am doing a project where I am looking for feedback from my evaluator. So I am supposed to repeat this project, but the next project, probably I may do it next week or next occasion when I get a slot. But this person there in Metroid was doing it on the same day 4 times. 10 o'clock he will go and visit a club and deliver the speech, take the feedback, correct, and then again go 2 p.m. he will go and deliver it, correct the script, and by 7 p.m. So on the single day his speech will get embellished, and then it will get the evolve. So because he had the utmost perseverance to improve the quality of the script as well as the delivery aspect of it, right? So we have to do all that. The one thing is we need to have open mindset. So instead of getting appreciations, instead of getting nice words, probably that is all meant for freshers. But as we grow up in Toastmaster career, we need to look for critical feedback and try to improve upon. So by the way, actually, whatever I said, no, the reply given by Michelangelo to Mr. Pope seems to be a fictional story. So actual story was saying that how long you are going to take it for completion, and he said that till I get satisfied. That was the reply. And somehow this story got evolved that how did you do that, and I tried to remove that. So that is what the feedback I got in. But one thing what he did was to make that statue so grand. If you closely observe the statue, all the veins will be visible, all the calf muscles, everything will be visible. The reason was he spent considerable time in city hospitals to go and see all the corpses, right, the dead bodies, secretly, because that is a big crime. But he was trying to do that to understand the anatomy of the body, and he was able to produce at a gigantic scale. So friends, so if you want to excel anything, if you want to write a book, if you want to deliver something, so always look for critical feedback and try to improve by removing one flaw at a time, and in a slow and steady manner, you will be excelling in your journey. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Sundararaman, for this beautiful life lesson what you shared with us. Let's dive into the speaker number 2. I would like to call upon the evaluator for speaker number 2, Madhumita Ashok. Please read the objectives of the speaker.
My speaker today is going to be presenting his second speech, and the purpose of the speech is to deliver and demonstrate the ability to deliver an effective speech. His chosen pathway is visionary communication, and he's doing his level 1 project. The topic being From Turkey with Patience. Vignesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madhumita. So Vignesh is currently working as a professional in the financial crime space as an anti-money laundering analyst at Societe Generale, and he is currently the Vice President Public Relations of Chennai Speakers Club. When he is not working at Toastmastering, he likes to read and write stories. So when I ask this question, what is the discipline which he follows, making him this consistent, which is, he says the discipline he follow every day, keeping him move forward, is starting with as simple as making his bed in the morning. That shows a small thing, but it makes a consistent one, help him becoming a success. With this, I would like to call upon speaker number 2, Vignesh. From Turkey with Passions. From Turkey with Patience, Vignesh.
If the art of perseverance were to be in Olympic sport, the people of this city would not just participate, not just win gold in it. We would arrange for the whole meeting. We would make sure everyone to come. And while they all come, we'll make sure that they are all coordinated, and we'll tell them to wait. This is something that has always noticed, like what I've always noticed ever since I've come to the city. Everyone here is just patient by default. We go onto the roads, this metro construction happening in every hook and nook of the corner of the city. We wait with intense passion outside the eateries that we love, the people that we love to spend time. We may not get a seat, but we'll stand outside talking. We may not, the food may take maybe half an hour, maybe an hour at max to come. But we won't mind. We would keep on talking, debating from one end to the other. Such is the element of patience that is present in the people of Chennai. But ironically, I did not learn about this element of patience in Chennai. I learned it for the first time back when I was 11 years old. Allow me to take you all back to the Middle Eastern city of Sharjah, where I grew for the past 25 years. It was my summer vacations, and I had just finished watching a James Bond movie. It was titled From Russia with Love. The story was simple. It's what you expect in every James Bond movie. There are beautiful girls. There is him. He's fighting around using various gadgets and gizmos, going through one hook of the world to the other. At the end, he's fighting crime. But to this day, I don't know what crime he's fighting. Because every time he ends up fighting some gold-faced villain or some person who has a lot of money or some person who just loves to play with a bomb or something, there's no semblance in it. But still, I was an 11-year-old kid. And the way how he runs around, the way how he walks, there's a way how he has that charm. Because he's the man who made vodka martini very famous, if you think about it. So with this way, with this manner, I saw it. And that evening, I ended up going out with my family. And I was impressed by this movie. And I happened to be at a place called the Global Village in Dubai. So this is a mini entertainment zone where you find pavilions from various countries. And people from these various countries, they come, they stand over there, and they provide exhibits from whatever is very amazing about their country. So as always, since I had seen a movie about Russia, I decided to go to the Russian pavilion first. I went over there. I saw people having snippets. They were having the photos of the Tsar, all the imperial Russian figures, and it was very interesting. It was very fun. Right next to it though, there was a pavilion of another country. This was Turkey. I go to the Russian pavilion, I had my share, I had my fix of entertainment. And then I go to the next pavilion. There was India, there was other countries, but they were very far. So Turkey was there right next to me. So I thought, okay fine, I've come all the way here, let me go see what's here. I go inside this pavilion. When I first came, I was treated with a person giving me a Turkish sweet called the baklava. It's something very, it's a sweet, I'm not sure about what it is, the texture, what the ingredients are, but I can tell you that the taste is very good. So whenever you find baklava, don't miss it. So I have my baklava and I take my mom and dad and I force them to sit through the entire historical exhibit of what the Turkish pavilion was. And then towards the end of the pavilion, there was an ice cream person. I go over there and the person was telling, Habibi, Turkish ice cream, Turkish ice cream. I was wondering, ice cream, Turkish ice cream, what is the difference? You're just putting your country's name. So I decided to give this a shot. I go over there and there is a guy with an apron, with a white hat, all cheerfully coming and telling, come. I go over there. For those who don't know about Turkish ice cream, that the reason why it is called something different from the conventional ice cream is because in not the way how they serve it, not the way how it tastes. It's the way in which they serve it to you. What do you expect when you normally go to an ice cream shop? You go to the parlor, you'll tell to the person, butterscotch, vanilla, whichever ice cream flavor you like, and it'll give it to you. But Turkish ice cream is different. It's a warfare, it's psychological warfare. He will give you the ice cream on a stick. You will go to take it, but he will not give it to you, he'll take it back from you. At that moment, I felt like I was James Bond. And that ice cream, what I was searching for, was the mission, what I was being tasked with. I kept on going forward. He kept on going back. I kept on going forward. He kept on going. For the best way I can tell about it, it's that song. Wa wa, makamba. You go so near, you go so back. There's no to and fro. I kept on going forward. He did not give me. And after 6 minutes, finally he gave me. By that time, I was done with an ice cream and I wanted to slap his face. But in the end, I got the ice cream. And then my dad was right there, looking at all this, smiling, taking a video. And that's when I realized, when you're a kid, you don't have consent. Whatever you do is cute. And then on the way back, my father asked me this. What is the one thing that you learned from this whole experience? I told him, Acha, I don't want ice cream again. He was like, no, that is not the element here. Think. Then he told, it's patience. You have to be patient to get the things that you truly want. You may want it so badly. It may eat you at the end. But you may still have to wait for it. And that is what an ice cream taught me. Not the beauty of taste, not how turkey looked, but the beauty of patience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vignesh, on sharing a life lesson even as simple as from the ice cream. Okay, now we move to the third speaker for the meeting today. Before I call upon the third speaker, I would request the evaluator Vignesh to please read the speech objectives.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My target speaker is adopting his level 3 project connect with storytelling from the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. Timer, please note that the time for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best for my target speaker, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Vignesh, and for the other evaluators over here. So we replace this word with the esteemed speaker or our beloved speaker in place of target. So that makes them feel better before they come on stage. We can keep in mind in the future. Okay. So let's call upon the third speaker for today, Narasimha Raju, who joined us with, I would say, now the months has gone into years, and who was consistent with attending the meeting, and not only with that, he took the biggest job of becoming the Vice President membership for Meraki. And with that, he, together as an ex-com, we are almost marching towards this 2 DCPs of 4+4. We have the 7th member added, 8th member is going to be added now. And he feels that trying to get 1% better at whatever he do makes him the person to aspire to be the better version of himself. With this, I would like to call upon the speaker number 2, Narasimha Raju. The day I realized success was not enough, Toastmaster Narasimha Raju.
Have you ever achieved something? Everyone saw it as success, but you felt internally, deep internally, something was missing. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I was in that moment many years back as a director of technology, leading global teams, multiple time zones, multiple projects, and multi-million-dollar responsibility. Everything was looking perfect. Good job, good title, good salary, good perks, multi-travel opportunities. But something interesting was happening with me. Whenever I become more successful, I felt more tired. Not physically, but emotionally and mentally. One night, I was working very late with multiple meetings. I came home late. And immediately, I didn't change my dress, went straight into the table, my table, opened my laptop, and started checking emails. My wife silently came behind me, put her hands on my shoulder, and said, "Are you done for the day?" I said, I didn't even look at her and said, just a few more minutes. And she asked me, whenever you close your laptop, your day is done, day closes. But your mind never closes. She was right. Even after work, mind was fully working on escalations, on deadlines, on the problems that are waiting for the next day. One thing that happened a few months later, one of our colleagues who's very close to me had a heart scare, heart attack. Everyone was shocked. Everyone was shocked. We are highly successful in the career, but we are everyone were smart enough, intelligent, but internally they were not able to take care of their health. That's what I was thinking through a lot, right? And in corporate world, at the time, everyone was in 30s and 40s. We were highly successful, but we were not knowing how to take care of our health with the work. In the corporate world, if you see, we were all trained on systems, on project management system, how to build a project management system, delivery systems, how to manage our teams, but and including technology system, but we were never thought about how to build system for our own life, how to improve our energy, how to take care of our stress, how to stay healthy with all the demanding scheduled career happening around. I was thinking about this for long, and I changed my work differently, right? Instead of solving only technology, I started to solve human problems. That's when I was getting into a health coaching space where I was coaching predominantly IT professionals to make small change that they can make within their demanding schedule and be very healthy. Once one of my clients said, Raju, I know what to do. I know what are the healthy food. I know exercise is important. I know sleep matters. But knowing doesn't matter, right? He was saying, I don't know how to maintain that consistently. Right? With all this happening in our life, how to incorporate small habits consistently that they can repeat on a daily basis. That changed how I started coaching my clients. No dramatic change, all small habits that they can do within their life, in their real life, without any problems. If you want to take one lessons from this story, it would be this one, right? Any change in direction happens in your life doesn't need to be just looks like an opportunity. It could look like a simple question. For me, that question was, are you done with the day? That moment taught me something. Success without health eventually stops feeling like success. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Narasimha for showing us the other side of success. It's a brilliant personal connect. So let's come to the last speaker for the meeting, which is Toastmaster Sai Sandar. Before I call him on stage, I request his evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Saru Rajan, to please read the objectives.
Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear speaker Sai Chandar, he is delivering a speech from Motivational Strategies Level 3, and the project is Connect with Your Audience. He is expected to deliver a speech from covering an unusual, unexpected topic and practicing his skills of connecting with an unfamiliar audience. Totally apt for today's meeting. Looking forward to your speech. Okay.
Thank you so much, Saru, and Sai Chandar, working as a senior data analyst at IOPEX Technologies, a pro Toastmaster since 2019. Apart from Toastmaster in profession, he channeled his creativity through blogging on platforms like Medium and LinkedIn, and singing is another time he spent. So with this, I would like to call upon the speaker number 4, Sai Chandar. The intermission, Sai Chandar.
Look at me. What do you see? A software professional? A Toastmaster giving a speech? Or maybe a potential before photo for a Colors weight loss ad? I have heard it all. But what people do not see are the shadows I carry. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I was once 130 kilos. Yes, 130. That was not a man. That was almost a family pack. A family pack of what? You decide. And that was when I told myself, this is not the end. This is just the intermission. Let's rewind. 2017, Hyderabad, my very first IT job. New job, new city, new office, new responsibilities, and pressure everywhere. While my teammates were debugging under pressure, I was dealing with stress the tastiest way possible through paradise biryani, rainbow cakes, red velvet pastries. Slowly, the kilos started piling up. From 82, I went to 104. But I fought back, and by the end of 2018, I lost 22 kilos. I felt like Rajnikant in Shivaji. One stylish transformation. Walking into the office with a new t-shirt, I thought, yes, I won this battle. But you know what happens in every Tamil movie? Just when the hero celebrates, the villain returns with double power. In my case, the villain is not a gangster or a terrorist. It was my own stomach. By the end of February 2020, I was back at 104. I sighed and told myself, this is not the end. This is just the intermission. Then came COVID. The world stopped. But for me, something started. For the first time ever in life, I had time for myself. One day, when I looked at myself in the mirror whispered back to me, "Hey, who are you? I could finally see your jawline." That's when I knew something had changed. You know what? By early 2021, I was back at 82 kilos. I thought, interval block victory, yay, the hero wins. But just like every other blockbuster, life had a twist. And the twist was my marriage in August 2021. What was supposed to be a new chapter eventually turned out to be an emotional turmoil which ended my marriage in September 2022. I got unmarried. Friends, heartbreak is painful, but heartbreak plus 2 samosas, 6 samosas at 2 a.m. is delicious. It doesn't heal the heart, but it definitely fills the stomach. Slowly, the kilos started coming back like relatives during Diwali. This time, I hit my all-time high, 130 kilos. Walking, talking, laddu. But deep inside, a small voice whispered, "This is not the end. This is just the intermission." Then came November 2024. I was diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis. My thigh swelled up like a cricket ball. Doctors said, "You need hospitalization immediately." Lying on that hospital bed, staring at the sterile ceiling, I thought, success, money, revenge, and even love. What will you do with all of these if you don't have your health? That was my real fight scene. And moments like this teach us the very important lesson, like success definitely waits for health, but health will not wait for success. That was when I promised, no crash dates, no shortcuts, just balance. Balanced diet, regular workout, and above all, self-respect. Slowly, the results started coming. From 130, I went down to 105 in 10 months. You know how big 25 kilos is? Like, it is like lifting 2 full LPG cylinders and suddenly dropping them off. Imagine the relief. But this time, something has changed. Earlier, I was chasing weight loss. Now, I'm chasing life. Earlier, it was about looking good for others. But now, it's about living well for myself. I don't pretend that my journey is perfect. There were days I moved forward, and there were days I slipped back. But what has not changed is this. Even on the hardest days, I have not quit. So I ask you, fellow Toastmasters, what chapter are you ready to pause? And what new chapter are you ready to begin? When life pauses us, we don't quit, but we wait for the next act. Because this is not the end, this is just the intermission. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Sai Sundar, with your brilliant life lesson, which is again the other dimension of a success. With this, we complete the prepared speech segment, and I request the timer to please read the qualified prepared speakers' names.
Sundar, Vignesh, Narasimharaju, Sai Chandra, Arpani.
Hope you all have your ballots. Okay, please vote for the best prepared speaker among this, all 4 of them. Sundararaman, Vignesh, Narasimharaju, and Sai Chandra. Okay, so let's, great job Hemalata, and we are on dot at 7:52, stepping into the 7th segment as per the agenda on the precise planning. Let me introduce the 2nd segment, master, which is the table topic master. And before that, I will move you to the 3rd law. The law is nothing but a law of courage. So this goes very well with this theme of table topics today. every success requires us to stepping into something unknown. So the point of courage is not about the absence of fear. It is more about thinking that something else bigger than that fear is waiting for us. That's why we say courage. So I would like to call upon our table topic master, which is Toastmaster Anindhu. He is our Vice President Public Relations, and he represented Meraki on the stages of district for the humorous speech contest. And he says he follows his curiosity, which helps him move forward in his life in terms of success path. Welcome, table topic master, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Last week, one Toastmaster came up to me and asked me, Anirudh, you are a member of both Meraki and Chennai Speakers Forum. Which club is your favorite? How do I respond to this? I took a breath, then I told, I'm going to think and answer this question. You like your mother and father, right? But you will still have a favorite amongst them, right? But you never tell them who is that favorite. So you are a member of one of those clubs. I am not going to tell you who is your favorite. Today I am the table topic master. Good morning everyone. Today our table topics are coming with a twist. It is improv volleyball. How many of you are familiar with volleyball? Played volleyball casually here and there. In volleyball, there are several 5 versus 5, 2 versus 2. You can even play 1 versus 1. That is what we will be doing over here. There are some simple rules, which is you have to return the ball in just 3 pushes. Anywhere between 1 to 3 pushes. So there are words for this. First, you receive the ball. Then you set up the ball. Then you smash the ball. This is called dig, set up, and then spike. Similarly today, we will have 2 Toastmasters over here who will be either negotiating with each other or having friendly arguments with each other. But there is one rule. They cannot speak more than 3 sentences continuously. They will have to give the turn back to the other speaker. Can you be a powerful communicator in just 3 sentences? Can you actually listen to the other speaker, absorb, understand and respond to them? Let us see. Let us get started with this example. Before that, any questions? 1 to 3 sentences, the other person gets to speak. I call 2 speakers onto the stage. Rules are very clear, right? So, please put your hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Karthik Mohandas and Toastmaster Arumugam.
Now, how to check the time?
Overall, 1 to 2 minutes.
Both of them together, 1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2.5 minutes. Same table topic time.
4 minutes.
4 minutes or 2 minutes?
We'll keep it at 2.5 minutes. So that we can give chances for other role players. The setting is this. Parent versus teenager. Teenager wants to go on a weekend trip with friends. But the parent is not agreeing. Parent versus teenager. The teenager wants to go on a weekend trip with friends, but the parent is not agreeing. The parent will be Toastmaster Arumagam and the child will be distinguished Toastmaster Karthik Mohandas. The stage is all yours.
Dad, I go out. My friends are waiting. Please leave. Today morning, similar to you, my son texted him as father of another kid. Hi Abhinav, we are going to have a fun at Bouncy Play Club this Sunday. I am coming. He is telling like that. And he wants to go by cycle. And I told him that you should not send a message like this to someone who was not ready with that plan.
I am also going to reach to Bouncy. Leave me. I will go join Abhinav as well and enjoy the game and come back. Don't worry about it.
And I told him that we will all go together and we will play and enjoy the game.
Dad, if they with the team will not be fun for us. You have your friends, you enjoy the game with your friends, not with my friends. Thank you so much for your time. But you enjoy with your friends, I'll tell you where it is.
But what I did, I left him alone in a home and came to Toastmaster to attend a meeting.
Toastmasters allowed only after 18, right? So you can.
Probably he's a gavel.
Yeah. Maybe you leave your kid in gavel club. Maybe same Sunday afternoons we are having a. You leave me here and you stay in home so that we'll enjoy. We'll also grow, learn, and communicate better.
Thank you, kid, for dropping the play. Playing the agenda that you have dropped and interested to join in gavel club.
I never said I'm going to join. I want, don't leave your kid at home and come. So that is the reason. I never said you.
You are playing the kid role in this topic. That's why I have said that you have got that.
Daddy Armugam, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Karthik and Toastmaster Arumugam, for setting the tone. To clarify, this is actually getting into the role and role playing. You don't have to necessarily speak in third person. You can absorb the role and actually enact the role on the stage. Now we'll invite our next two speakers on the stage. From Chennai Speakers Forum, Toastmaster Divija, and from Meraki, Toastmaster Hemalata. There is a series of job interviews that are going on. One of you is a candidate and the other is the interviewer. One of you accidentally walk into the wrong room. I'll repeat the topic again. There is a series of job interviews that are going on. One of you is a candidate and one of you is the interviewer. One of you accidentally enter the wrong room and you don't realize it. The candidate is Toastmaster Hemalata and the interviewer is Toastmaster Divija. The stage is all yours. That you will have to prove to each other who is wrong.
Hi, good morning, ma'am. I joined here. I've come here for the interview, and I heard there is an interview for a project management role. I've come here for that.
Very good morning. But are you sure it's for project management?
Yes, that is what I saw in the mail also. I received my mail and I have my mail here.
Is there a person called Ashok outside something?
I don't know his name, so because I'm new to here.
Okay, alright. Do you know what is content creation?
Being a project manager, I can try everything. I can always do it. So give me a content, I can always do it. Not a problem.
You know, our company's main content creation is fully into entertainment industry, and we create content for all big shot companies, but then how big shot companies are involved in entertainment, so that they have to connect with their culture, their audience.
Yes, I am also a good entertainer, not a content creator, because I am a mother of two, so I can entertain very, very well. So let me know the content, like we can work on it.
I'll take the creative.
But do you think they could be suitable for this role? Or
That
should I
you have
choose
to
you?
decide. If you ask me, I am definitely suitable. You need to take a call on that.
Can I know more about you?
I've been in the IT industry for last 20 years, and currently I'm a project manager.
IT industry, but this is entertainment industry. It's not IT industry.
Then why did I get this mail? It was you who mailed me, and I dropped in because of the mail which I received from your company. Hemalata.
I don't think so. We have a list of names. I don't find anything.
Fine. Thanks a lot. I'll read it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Divija, Toastmaster Hemalata. One recommendation that I will say is you can also face the audience while talking so that it's audible to all of us sitting behind as well, in addition to speaking to yourself. Next, I'd like to call two distinguished Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmaster Gopinath and distinguished Toastmaster Saro. You are two siblings who have gone to vacation in a remote place. There is no internet or Wi-Fi. Both of you are fighting for the remote for the TV. You are two siblings. You have gone to a vacation in a remote place. There is no internet or Wi-Fi. Both of you are fighting for the remote for the TV.
Saro, give me the remote.
I want to see some comedy clips.
I want to see a James Bond movie.
No.
It's very interesting, I'll tell you.
See, life is very
James Bond
boring.
movies are very interesting. You have to listen to me, Saro. Very interesting. You can jump from the top and swim, do everything.
See,
That's why I'm
James Bond
recommending.
movies are meant for adults. You and I should not be watching.
Come on, yeah.
We should be watching Aditya channel because there are a lot of
You
comedy.
are still a kid, Saro. When do you want to grow up? If you watch James Bond movie, I'll tell you, you can fly through the world sitting here. Imagine flying through the world. Have all the fun. We don't have to tell this to our mother and papa.
Oh my God, I would never do that.
No. Saro.
Not tell
Learn from
parents.
me. Learn from me how to
I
do
always
this.
tell everything to parents. Don't be
Saro, I will tell you, Dad will not appreciate you. He will only appreciate if you fly across.
Okay.
Do all
let's
wonderful
do
things.
Let's do this thing, Gopi. We'll ask permission from the dad. If he appreciates you,
Ask
then
him-
we'll watch that channel.
Ask him permission. Do you think father will give us? Never. When has he given
See,
permission
I am
for
like
you?
that Vinayagar. I always
Now tell me whether you are going to give the remote to me
give
or not.
respect to parents.
Now tell me whether you are going to give the remote to me or not.
See, the TV is not even functioning. Why are we even fighting for the remote?
Oh, yeah.
No point in fighting for the remote when the cable is not working. So let's ask the audience. Do you think we should watch TV or go to Meraki meeting?
If it is in the morning, Meraki meetings.
Yeah,
If it
yeah.
is in the evening, maybe CSF meetings. But if there is no work, maybe sit and enjoy James Bond.
Yeah, we
movies.
both are good siblings.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to all the speakers who came on stage and performed their role beautifully. But with that, we come to the end of the table topic session. Back to the Toastmaster of the day, D. Jimson.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Let me ask the timer to please read the qualified speaker's name for the table topics.
Voting can be for pairs.
Yeah, there are 3 pairs.
Three pairs, all the 3 pairs were
Can you please read the names?
Karthik Armugam was qualified, Hema Girija was qualified, Saro and Gopinath was qualified.
Thank you so much, timer. Let's move to the last segment of our meeting, which is evaluation segment, which brings me to the 4th law, which is law of learning. So the evaluation is the one platform where not only the speaker or the respective evaluators, every individual present in the meeting gets into a learning mode. So the law of learning, which is nothing but you learn not only by making mistakes by yourself, you learn from others as well. For doing this evaluation role, let me invite the general evaluator, Arno, onto the stage, please.
Now we come to one of the most valuable part of the meeting, evaluation. Evaluation is a process that transforms a speech into a learning experience. It helps speakers understand what went well and what can be improved. Our evaluators play a crucial role by carefully observing each speech, appreciating the strengths and offering constructive suggestions that help speakers grow. The goal is not to judge them, but to provide support to the speakers. Now, first I would like to invite Toastmaster Manoj, who will be evaluating the speech delivered by distinguished Toastmaster Sundaram.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Aruna, and good morning to all once again. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman, your speech today was about removing everything that was not David. But as an evaluator, my role today is slightly different. I look into everything what truly is David in your speech. Today I saw a speaker who brought confidence, credibility, and awareness on stage. To start with, D. Dressed for the message. The attire that you were wearing showed credibility and respect. It conveyed the fact that you were confident even before you started your speech. So D for in David stands for dressed for the message. And A, awareness of the audience. It was nice to hear that you referred one of our CSF members that showed a lot of awareness and the preparation that was going on before the speech. So A in David stands for awareness of the audience. Next comes V, visible presence on stage. The message that you are trying to convey was very apt with the presence that you had on the stage. You are able to hold the stage with that confidence, and all the audience were pulled in towards your speech. Next is I, idea clarity. The idea that you have chosen for this speech, the theme that you have chosen for the speech was very apt, and throughout you kept referencing to that theme. Next, last but not least, D. D stands for depth through reference. The way you can keep an idea, convey an idea to the audience is through reference. So through 3 references, you kept reiterating to the central theme, which is everything except David. Now, to take your speech to next level, the only feedback which I have for you is practice. You have clarity, you have confidence on stage. With more practice, you will be able to move to the next level. As a seasoned Toastmaster, you have clarity, your presence on stage, but I feel the more time you spend on stage, the more you would be able to present yourself in a better way as in when you deliver your next speech. So overall, everything I saw in your speech was David. Dressed for your message, awareness of audience, visible presence on stage, idea clarity, and depth through reference. With more practice, your speech is going to be a next level. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster.
Next, we have Toastmaster Madhurita Ashok evaluating our speech of Toastmaster Vignesh.
From Turkey with Patience. I experienced you to be flamboyant, suave, and very interesting when you own the stage. Never have I come across a speaker who's very comfortable with their body, to look funny and to come across as humorous on the stage, which is how I experienced you today. When you spoke about James Bond, when you spoke about psychological warfare, I found the humor in the speech come out really well. Overall, I found you to have been wearing your heart on your sleeve and not refrain from citing personal references, which made me feel connected to you even more. The entire journey of your speech gave me an insight as to who you are as a person, what is important to you in life, which is a major moral, which is to be patient. I love references as to how you compared yourself as an adult to right now, to how you were as a child. So all of these things worked really well for me. On the contrary, what could have gone certainly better was how you brought me into the story. In the middle of the speech that you were giving us, I felt like I was in an amazing movie where everything was just looking great, and so was the climax. In the beginning, I felt I was rushed very quickly into bringing me into the story. You had an amazing title, which is From Turkey with Patience. I would have ideally liked for you to have spent just a little bit more time in the beginning to tell me why Turkey, and then continue with the story. That was the only thing that I think it could have gone better. Otherwise, I thought this was a phenomenal speech. Adding more to your stage presence, there was one particular point where you described how the person was trying to give you the ice cream and you wouldn't take it. And you were trying to really get your hands on the ice cream. I especially loved how you did a little dance on the stage. I don't know if everybody noticed, but I personally liked how you came across as very funny. So that would be my feedback for you. and this is great. Thank you.
Next, we have Toastmaster Vignesh sir, evaluating the speech delivered by Toastmaster Narasimha Rao.
My esteemed speaker today started his speech with a question. Like he asked the audience, like, have you ever achieved something but you did not feel you have achieved it? By asking a question, what happens is the audience is able to draw in and kind of it opens up their mind to listen to you. So that was very well done. You started your speech with a question, so the audience was able to anticipate what will happen next. Next thing I really liked about the speech is how you developed the story. You had a strong foundation, then set up and a great way to end your speech. The foundation you used was the more you worked, the more you felt tired emotionally and mentally. And one day after you coming home from work late, you did not start having a dinner, but you opened your laptop to work more and you checked your laptop. I felt that was a great introduction of your personal story into the speech that kind of gave the audience insight about your own life. And then also you had a second story where how working so hard at a young age, a friend kind of had a heart attack, and that really brought the seriousness into the story. For me, this speech started with you had a very calm smile and very ease appearance on the stage, but you were able to deliver such a serious topic and able to make me as an audience take your message seriously. So that was very well done. I think I only have one recommendation, is that towards the end of the speech, it was a bit of a dip in the clarity when you were ending the message, but I think you beautifully ended the message with also saying that success without health is not success, and the project objective of having a story in the speech was beautifully met. To sum it up, you had a great opening, you also had great body language and great story woven into the entire speech, with one little modification of having a bit of clarity in the end. I think the speech could be on next level. So kudos to you, my esteemed speaker. Over to you, General.
Next, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Saru Rajan, evaluating the speech delivered by Toastmaster Sai Chandra.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests, my dear speaker Sai Chandra. What I like the most about Sai Chandra's performance today is his ability to get the attention of the audience and help them stay connected with the speech. Raise your hand if you were connected to his speech. Pretty much all of us were connected to your speech. That's the power of your speech. Throughout his speech, he made us all visualize. For example, he said, before picture for a Colors weight loss ad, weight came back as if they are relatives during Diwali. So, and lifting 2 LPG cylinders and dropping them down. So he was able to help us visualize the experience that he was going through in his personal life. That was something that you did incredibly well. So I admired that in you. And his ability to look into the eyes of the audience, use hand gestures, use the stage, phenomenally well done. In fact, I felt, for example, you took us all to the 2017 episode where you ate the Paradise Biryani, then you brought us to the COVID, and thereafter you did not come to this side of the stage at all. I felt the engagement would have been better with this side of the crowd if we had used this part of the stage also. That's number one. Number two, when we want to engage audience, it's always good to ask questions. Was there a moment in life where you had a midnight snack? How would your experience be if you are dejected by somebody? Asking questions is a powerful way of engaging with the audience and asking people to raise your hand if you had that urge to eat the midnight snack. These are all techniques to improve the engagement. I think you can include them when you do the same speech again or in your future speeches. brilliant speech, a very attention-grabbing introduction, look at me, and an impressive conclusion. He said, you want to, whatever you want to pass, the chapter that you want to pass in your life, the chapter that you want to begin in your life, this is not the end, this is the intermission. You beautifully connected back to the topic of your speech, all that was done brilliantly. So what I want to conclude with is a phenomenal speech, amazing connection with the audience, good use of eye contact, stage, as well as hand gestures. Include those couple of engagement techniques, it will elevate your speech to a contest grade speech level. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to your performance today, Sai. Wishing you all the very best with your weight loss journey as well as your speaking journey. Looking forward to your future speeches. Over to the general evaluator. Can you all, since I have 30 seconds, whenever we clap, we think we are helping others to get motivated. Actually, clapping helps you to stay energized because it increases the blood flow to the brain, so you'll be more energized. So don't just clap for others, clap for yourself. Okay, over to general.
Now I would like to invite the tag team for their report. First, I would like to invite timer Hemalata, Toastmaster Hemalata for the timer.
Thank you. So Sundar today took 7 minutes 8 seconds to say how to remove the flaws. Vignesh took 7 minutes 17 seconds to explain the beauty of Turkish patience. Narsimharaju took 7 minutes 07 seconds to say how he transformed from a technical director to a health coach and the way to success. Sai Chandra took 6 minutes 32 seconds about how beautiful health transformation he is undergoing. Karthik and Arumugam in table topic, Karthik and Arumugam took 2 minutes 18 seconds to enact who they enacted parent and a kid role. Hema Girija took 2 minutes 4 seconds to enact the interviewer and candidate role. Saron Gopi took 1 minute 46 seconds to fight. They were actually fighting for the TV remote. They took 1 minute 46 seconds. For evaluation, Manoj took 3 minutes 15 seconds by using an acronym David. Madhumita took 1 minute 55 seconds to share the feedback and give a detailed opening. Vignesh took 2 minutes 20 seconds to give a feedback of giving an impactful conclusion. Saro took 2 minutes 46 seconds by giving a feedback of using the stage to be staging should be improved and questioning to the audience and use the engagement technique. Overall, this is my time.
Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Venkatesh to provide the answer.
Good morning once again.
Morning.
Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Kumar, distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman, distinguished Toastmaster Gopinath. I'm not able to find out any fillers for these to these speakers. Toastmaster Aruna, 2 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Narasimha Roy, 2 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Sai Chandra, 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Anirudh, 1 Toastmaster Manoj, 2 1 so, 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Karthik, 2 Toastmaster Arumugam, 3 plus 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Divija, 1 Toastmaster Hemalata, 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Madhumita, 1 Toastmaster Vignesh, SM, 3 plus and 1 1 repeat word. Distinguished Toastmaster Soro Vendrajan, 1 Thank you. Over to you. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite the Romanian Toastmaster Gopinath to share their Romanian.
Everybody used it.
That's the reason why I asked it again. During the course of the speech, when you came here, 4 persons used the word of the day. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Kumar, T. Modi, Distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman, the presiding officer, and Speaker Vignesh. Who is the other person? Gopinath Grammarian. Yeah. Now, coming to the good usages. Success is not random. That was one good usage I came across. Remove the David sign. Again, a wonderful usage. The beauty of patience. Superb. And the shadows I carry. Again, it was really a wonderful thing. Shadows which you always carry. Like. And the kilos started piling up. Beautiful usage. Success never ever waits for help. Again, a beautiful usage. Wearing your heart in your sleeves. Beautiful usage. Adding mood to your stage presence. That was again a wonderful usage. Certain improvements which I noticed was mind was working, mind is one thing which always works. Mind is working. Similarly, sorry to name Vignesh. Vignesh, you had a wonderful, while you were describing your presence in the exhibition, you brought everybody to the present. You were explaining as if things are happening now. But during the process of explaining, you jumbled up present tense and past tense. It was not so clearly visible, but if somebody could listen, observe your things very clearly, it was visible. So ensure that this jumbling up of past tense and present tense doesn't happen. This is what I could gather. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the input, and now is the general evaluation. And today's speech is something special, right? We have two, like an industry from Bollywood and Hollywood combined together for a joint meeting today. So just like a movie, I will provide my report. The promotions, the agenda and flyer were a little delayed. This can cause some issues for the role plays to prepare, but it was handled very well. And as some actors may drop off at the last moment and some actors may delay coming to the stage on time, that too was handled perfectly for the meeting to conduct smoothly. This shows the teamwork and adaptability. And during the meeting, they followed the correct agenda, and also the speakers gave their speech very well. And also the table topics was fun and engaging. So these are happenings during the meeting. And at the end, the evaluation sheets can be provided to the speakers so that they can improve their speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator and their team. Let's vote for the best evaluators first. Hope all the 4 evaluators are qualified. Also vote for the best tag role players, which is between timer, R counter and grammarian. Okay, finally the last law, the law of contribution, which is more about helping others. So this is purely the, I would say, the fulcrum of Toastmasters. Here, we come here, prepare, deliver, not by just for ourselves, it is for the entire team. Each one of us get more values when you share with others. So with this, I concluded the all 5 laws of success, starting with the law of vision. When we talk about what we set our requirement, comes to the prepared speeches where the consistency plays a vital role. Move on to the courage, in which the table topics plays a role. Finally, the learning and contribution, the last 4 and 5th one. Before I would call upon the presiding officer, I would like to call upon the quiz master for the day. And before that, you can vote for the best role player and hand over the ballot back to the Sergeant at Arms acting Karthi. Let's welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman.
Thank you so much. So one of the unique things from Meraki is to have the listening quiz whenever possible. So whenever someone is dropping out, then we try to accommodate. Any idea about the purpose of listening quiz?
To improve your
That is obvious. Right. Apart from that, anything else?
For the
For the master to take notes.
So here the other subtle, the other side of the key takeaways from the listening quizzes. The moment when I ask a question from the prepared speeches, when 10 people raise the hand, the speaker gets motivated. Oh my God, so many people have observed my speech and they are ready to answer. So that is an incidental benefit. So let me ask the questions. Before that, couple of rules. The respect, mostly the questions will revolve around the speeches or the entire proceedings. The respective speakers and role players are not supposed to participate. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. And if more than one person is raising the hand, then I will randomly pick someone. And same person will not get another chocolate. So whoever is answering right. So in any case of any dispute, my choice is final.
So role play should not.
Only for that.
No, suppose if I am asking something from role, then you are
Speech
not-
evaluators.
Yeah.
Speaker, speech evaluator, respective club member and the joint club member.
Went up. Right, the first question for today is, so today Toastmaster of the day mentioned about 5 laws. If you know the first law, please raise your hand. What was the first law? Law? Vision. Law of vision is the right answer. Thank you. The second question, little interesting, from Toastmasters Vignesh speech. Which particular drink James Bond made popular? 1 minute. Yeah.
Vodka martini.
Vodka martini is the right answer. So the third question, our fourth speaker, the third question is, what is this speech title of Toastmaster Narasimha Raju? Except Narasimha Raju and his evaluator. Yeah, tell me.
When you stop the success.
When I understood when the success.
No one else? No one is close to the right answer, am I right, Raju? No one is closer to the title, right?
When I learned, when
One
I.
minute.
Success doesn't feel like success inside you.
No, so I think we'll skip. So the actual answer, I don't know. I was dash dash. Probably Raju can explain. I realized I was.
The day I realized when I succeeded.
Success was not enough.
Okay, the next question from Sai Sanda's speech, not Sai Sanda's speech. So while the DMOD introduced him, he said that one of his hobbies is blogging in LinkedIn. And dash, what was that second medium?
Medium.
So the next question, what was, while everybody was explaining different laws, which particular law he was explaining while introducing the table topic session?
Law of courage.
Law of courage is right.
That's some mother-in-law.
So now I'll hand over the podium back to the PA.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman, and I'm sure that few learnings what we had in the past 2 hours will make us not much more successful, at least aware of what it leads to the path of success. With this, I will give the control back to the presiding officer.
So, very happy morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. So happy to be part of this joint meeting. A joint meeting is always a special meeting in Toastmasters where the two of the club have same mission statement, yet they have different club culture, different ideas, different values that brings into the table. And both the clubs have coordinated with each other to bring and make this joint meeting a memorable one. And so kudos to our Vice President Education of Meraki Toastmaster Hemalata, and the President of Meraki Toastmaster and Distinguished Toastmaster to make it a memorable one. I would also acknowledge our Vice President Education Toastmaster Harita, who is not here, but she will make sure that all the back-end work has been coordinated by her and her associates as well. So, to start with, I just need one word from everyone how the joint meeting went. Just a word.
Fantastic.
Wait, one by one. So let us start with
Incredible.
Incredible.
Satish. Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's a new experience.
Experience.
Energetic.
Energetic.
It's like the morning breakfast for me.
Morning breakfast. Maybe.
Exciting.
Exciting.
It was great.
Great. Thank you.
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
It was like it was like my two favorite foods combined together.
Community.
Community.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Classic example for synergy.
Synergy.
Successful.
Successful as a speech.
Networking.
Networking.
Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Oh my God. I hope we all heard from different point of view as well. So to start our meeting with our Toastmaster of the Day set a wonderful benchmark for the theme Law of Success, and he had given us all the different laws that he created from and continue to the flow of the meeting. And our general evaluator has briefly explained about her role and smoothly transitioned to the tag team as well. And the tag team timer, arc counter, and grammarian did a wonderful job in doing their roles. And next, our table topic master, who has innovatively given us, we all have this, right? The only fear in Toastmaster is coming and giving a table topic session, where our table topic master has relieved a bit and just given a conversational type of table topics, which was very engaging and energetic as well. And to also end with our presiding officer for Meraki had given a wonderful twist by providing chocolates for our members who had given the right answers for the meeting. So we have a guest who has joined us in the middle of the meeting, and I would like to call him and want to know about him and how the meeting went for him as well. So guest Praveen, please do join us and give an intro about yourself. Who are you and how do you know? You can come here to the stage.
Common experiences.
Yes, and how was the meeting for you? That is good.
Hi everyone. This is my second meeting I'm attending here. I'm working as a team lead in Jones Property Management near Anna Sir. It was a great experience. For past 3 to 4 months, I was searching for like this community as a place. I want to learn. I want to learn about the leadership skills as a communications. Yeah, and then my friend referred Toastmasters. So and then I contact Satish. So this is my second. This was a nice experience too.
Thank you so much, guest Praveen. I hope you had a wonderful meeting. So there are a couple of announcements. One from Chennai Speakers Forum and another from Meraki as well. So the announcement is both are saved. Our next meeting, our next week is our area contest of Area A3, which is happening on 21st of March, the coming Saturday at CGI, which is located in DLF. I would request all the members, even from Meraki, to join our area contest to witness these speeches and the tabletop speeches as well. And congratulate to our Toastmaster Sai Chandar, who will be representing our area contest as our and Toastmaster Divija, who represent as our table topic. And the area contest of Meraki Toastmasters is to be held on 28th of March at Thrive Digital Toastmasters Club, which is located in Ramanujam IT Park. And I would also request CSF members to join their area contest to witness their and support their club as well. So I would like to acknowledge distinguished Toastmaster Karthik Mohandas for table topic contestant, and distinguished Toastmaster Satish Kumar for table topic contestant. And INCR, International Speech Contest as well. So now let us, I would call distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman to join the stage for the best role player. The best speaker for today's meeting is Sai Chandar.
No space.
And the best table topic, not speaker, but partner, goes to distinguished Toastmaster Saravel Rajan and distinguished.
Two ribbons. We cut the ribbon.
Yes.
Let's
not give you
I'll tell parents.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I already know.
The best evaluator for today's meeting is distinguished Toastmaster Saravel Rajan.
Thank you, Sai.
Best role player goes to Toastmaster Hemlata.
And the best role player for today's meeting is our Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster. And thank you to the presiding officer of Meraki, distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman. So with this, we come to the end of the meeting, and I hope you all had a wonderful morning breakfast. And kudos to all the role players and guests who have been taking part in this meeting. And I would really looking forward for the next meeting as well. So with this, I adjourn meeting number 243 of Meraki and meeting number 668 of Chennai Speakers Forum.
Next meeting 21st. I forgot to take a picture.
It will activate it.
Yeah.